Alright, what's good, people? This your Bigbro right here, KM. I just wanted to talk to y'all about you being more attractive than what you think you are. The reason why I say that because you honestly never know who might be looking at you. And the truth is, when I was a child and stuff like that, back in like middle school, elementary, I wasn't really the most attractive. So I didn't really care too much about my looks. I really started to like focus on other things, like being the most funniest person, being the most you can talk to me, the most like down to earth type of person I was as a child. Like I could talk to the girls, I can hang with the homeboys, I can joke with them, and honestly, I became the class clown. I even had the teachers laughing from time to time, type stuff like that. You feel me? And I never had a girlfriend in elementary and middle school, like actually like an actual girlfriend in school. I had girlfriends like outside of school, but in school mainly because I didn't really think that anybody ever had an eye on me, type stuff like that. Or either like if a girl did like me, I didn't really pay much attention to her. You know what I'm saying? Mainly because my own self-confidence in myself. You know what I'm saying? But I remember one day, right? I think it was like, you know, like in the summertime and stuff like that as a child, you started being like talking to other girls and they started telling you that like, damn, I did like you and all that type of stuff. I remember it was like one summer, this girl, I ain't gonna say her name, but this girl, right? We was talking over the summertime and she was like one of the cutest girls in school, right? Like in my grade, she was like one of the cutest girls, right? And as we started talking, she started telling me like how much she really liked me and all of that type of stuff. And for me to hear this, and I'm the type of guy that's like, I'm like, damn, why don't you like this guy? He look better than me. Why don't you like that guy? He look better than me. Or like, you know what I'm saying? This type of stuff. And then when she started telling you stuff about how much she liked you, and I started being like, damn, like maybe there's a different side of the world that I'm not actually seeing. You get what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that you probably experienced that too. Even if you didn't experience that, probably at least one time in your life, you had an experience with somebody who you never thought that you had a chance with, either as a child or now. So one thing I did learn too also is just that you're not supposed to be the most beautiful, the most handsome, the best looking person in school, the most attractive person that as soon as everybody meets you, you like the center of attention. I mean, there's some people who blessed to do that type of stuff, you know. I remember when I was like in ninth grade and stuff like that, and I remember like every girl liked me in school, type shit, like every girl. But mainly, it was only like 60 people in that school, like 30 guys, 30 boys. I mean, 30 boys, 30 girls, type shit. So, but that's a different story. But mainly just to say that like self-confidence is more like a self-reflection. It's more like a self-reflection. That's more what I think of it as. Because the more that you look at yourself and you point out flaws, or I seen this one comment, somebody said, you don't make perfect eye contact and stare at somebody for too long because you don't want them to recognize your flaws. Like you don't want them to see that you might be ugly or something like that. Like when you go in the mirror at nighttime, you wake up in the morning, you wake up without makeup on, you wake up as a guy, you know, you might got a crusty face, crusty lips, slime on your face or something like that. No haircut, you know, tight stuff like that. It's just that you think that when you with this girl, she can see all your flaws, or you with this guy that he can see all your flaws. And sometimes we get out of the moment and not actually enjoy the time that we have with people. See, I learned that as I got older. I really learned that as I got older, is that people not going to stay in your life. People might be temporary. Some people might not find you attractive after they meet you or they see you on FaceTime, or you might be on a dating site. You might not be getting that many matches. And the one thing I learned, that when you get older, or you might actually be my age, around like probably 26, or you might actually be older type stuff, but one thing is, when you get older, you start to notice that the only thing that completes you is one person. So if only one person completes you in this world, why worry about everybody else that walks around you? Why be the center of attention? Why be the person that look the most attractive to everybody? Because once you go outside and you see a beautiful girl, or you might see a handsome guy or something like that, you're going to go back home and you're never going to see him again. So it's just like, the thing that I noticed that completes me as I got older is just being with the person that you love. Matter that might be your family or people. Sometimes it might just be about you just being with that one person. So you being the most attractive in school, or you being the most attractive in your community or your job or whatever, it doesn't matter. Once you find that one person, you don't tend to care about everybody else's opinion about you. You get what I'm saying here? So it's more like, even though attraction or how attractive you are is more like a self-reflection of you and how you think about yourself, because how you think about yourself shows how you act when you get around people. If you don't think yourself as being that much attractive, sometimes you might be shy. And if you're a person that can accommodate it, like I was as a child, I became the funny guy, so girls like me. Guys, you know what I'm saying, guys always wanted to hang around me and stuff like that, because I was the guy that, like, I kept everybody laughing, the teachers laughing and all that type of stuff. So I was the guy that, like, even though I wasn't the most attractive, I at least accommodated in other ways, other character traits and stuff like that made people more attracted to me. Not not in a lovable way, like love way, not guys though, cause you got I was straight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like stuff like that, man. It's just like, once you find your person, don't worry about being the most attractive person around you. You should look good for yourself. If somebody says something to ruin your day, it shouldn't matter. Cause a lot of us, when we get inside a relationship and you've been happy, if you ever been in love, or you ever been a person where you love somebody a lot and all that type of stuff, and you happy to be around them, if somebody messes up your day and you go to see your girlfriend, you go home to see your girlfriend, or you go to visit her or something like that, I promise you forget about everything that somebody did wrong to you. If you have a lovable girlfriend, and if your girlfriend loves you or your boyfriend loves you enough to make that feeling of somebody making you feel less than go away, then whatever somebody may have said to make you feel less attractive, less confident, whatever, or pointing out your flaws or something like that, once you're around that person you love, it's just like, I don't really care about what you might say about my looks. I have somebody to love me for who I am. You get what I'm saying? Even if it's your mom, or because, you know, sometimes family even say stuff to make you feel less confident about yourself, point out flaws. But like I said, once you find that one person that make you feel good about yourself, you don't really care. You don't really care. So the main focus here is just that, one, look good for yourself. Take care of yourself. If you're younger right now, you still in school, once you get older, well, really mainly when you right now don't really care too much about like the negatives that people might say about you, because once you get older and you out of school, you never gonna see these people again. They gonna move state to state, whatever. So all the stuff that they might say right now, it's a temporary feeling of depression and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the people who are not in school, like me right now, the people who might say the bad things about you and all that type of stuff, you know, all that stuff come down to removing them from your environment, or you removing yourself from that environment type stuff. And once you get away from there, I mean, your self-confidence skyrocketed. It really do. Because I remember when I was a child, I used to have problems with, like, people would say things and say mean things. You know, like guys, they always try to put you down because a girl around. Like I had those type of friends growing up. And I know it might sound crazy, like how you have those type of friends? I mean, I guess it's just a part of growing up as a child. You know what I'm saying? One of the ways you might find yourself, one of the ways that you can change the way that you think about yourself is mainly just finding somebody who really thinks that you are attractive, make you feel good about yourself. Someone who doesn't point out your flaws. If you become a person that other people love to be around, there's nothing in this world that, even if you are unattractive, if you're the funny guy, if you're the guy that can brighten up other people's days, if you're the funny guy, if you're the guy that make other people feel good about themselves. Because even the days that I felt bad about myself, even if I can make a person smile or something like that, it always made me feel good about myself, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if there was probably more like a self-confidence problem in me, which it probably was, because I didn't really care too much about my own self-confidence. I really cared about making other people happy more than myself. And laughter was really my main component of life. If I didn't make somebody laugh throughout the day, then most likely I was depressed. I was sad, and you know, if I didn't really care too much about just at least saying one joke throughout the day, like, you know, all of that type of stuff, it was something off about me if I didn't want to make somebody laugh, you know. But even just past that, you just discovering that you are attractive to at least one person on this earth, to at least make them love you, treat you kindly, and respect you, and willing to do everything that could ever make you brighten your day, that could brighten your day throughout the day, to when you go home, to where like you on the phone, you see they call, you happy to see them. It don't matter what anybody says to you. And I'm not saying you should be dependent on another person, because sometimes you can be very dependent on somebody. You stop seeing they call and whatever, you start to think that they don't love you anymore. I'm not saying become their person, but you should always love yourself first. Somebody loving you for who you are, it's just the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? It's just the icing on the cake. But basically just two takeaways. Love yourself, don't care about what other people say. If you do find something that's attractive about yourself, just take the time to fix it. If it's like with me, like it's just with me a gap. Right now I'm overweight and all that type of stuff, but I don't let it affect me right now. I love myself for who I am. I'll work on it, but I don't wake up and think about like, damn, how could I let myself go? I can't let that stuff get to me. I love myself too much right now. Yeah. Other than that, right now, it's your Bigbro KM. And if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, I have other channels. I want y'all to take the chance to look at them, and I'll tag them in the video. Other than that, y'all have a nice day.
Hey, if you like this video right here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram at KM.Little with 2 E's. Also, I have a Patreon, and then I also have a private community where I talk to y'all 2-3 hours every single day. It's in the link below, also with the Discord. So join the Discord.